rental, do you? You want to cash in on all that money from Airbnb and Verbo? Well, if you live in Belleville, it's not as easy as it used to be. On March 28, 2022, the City of Belleville enacted a short-term accommodation bylaw, which makes it mandatory to have a license for these accommodations that are 30 days or less. Lucky for you guys, I've been through this and I'm going to show you how the process works. As always, if you find this information helpful, I would appreciate comments, like, subscribe. If you want to book a call with me directly, all my information is in the bio. So let's get into it. So lucky for you guys, I just went through this a couple weeks ago. So be able to show you what to expect, what they're going to look for, what you need to submit, and then basically what the next steps are from there. So step 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be compiling information for your application and submitting that application. Step 4 is going to be city review. Step 5 is basically confirmed or denied. If you're confirmed, move on to step 6. If you're denied, you can appeal. Step 6, pay your fees. Step 7, there's your license. So let's get into it. I'll go over the form. Here's step 1, 2, and 3. Short-term accommodation application. Complete license application form. That is this thing we're completing right here. So you're going to need a signed affidavit if you're owner or tenant occupied. If it's a whole home, scratch that. Proof of property ownership. Septic tank capacity. Probably not applicable for most of you. This is if you're, in Belleville Ward, north of the 401, a more rural property is probably going to be where you're looking at this. Proof of insurance. So you need a $2 million liability. Do not prevent the use as an STA. Check that. Some providers do prevent the use of an STA, so you have to look at it getting a new policy. You're going to need photos. If it's your primary residence, you're going to have to show proof of ID. If you have a tenant there, you're going to have to give their info. Are you going to be serving food? I would advise not to, because it's just going to be extra hoops to jump through, and people don't really need you to serve them food. Just some food in the fridge for breakfast would be more than enough. You're going to need floor plans. So I did these just on AutoCAD. You can get iGuide to do these for you if you're getting professional photos. You're going to need site plan drawing showing property boundaries, location, setback, driveway access, parking. You're going to need fire escapes on here too, which it doesn't note. This is a signed affidavit if you're owner occupied or tenant occupied. Second page of the application. So property to be licensed, all the info there, your info. If you have an agent or manager looking after it, you'll be a new STA. No one will be doing these renewals until March of 2023, since we're not even a year into it. Whole home, tenant occupied or owner occupied. So are you doing your whole house or part of the house? And your declaration, easy as that. So after successfully completing this application, someone from the City of Belleville will reach out to you to schedule an inspection. During that inspection, there will be a bylaw officer and someone from the City of Belleville Fire Department there. The bylaw officer will be looking for a few things. They'll be looking for if you have your property address posted in a conspicuous location at the front of the property. They'll be looking for the noise bylaw. They'll be looking for floor plans with fire exits. And they'll be looking for parking regulations, assigned parking to the unit, as well as an emergency contact. That would most likely be yourself, but if you have a manager looking after it, or if you're out of town, they have to be contactable within 30 minutes and be able to be on site within 60 minutes. The fire inspector will just be looking for basic things: fire extinguisher, carbon monoxide, and smoke detectors in the correct locations. So after this inspection occurs, then basically you have your judgment day on if you're going to be granted the license or denied the license. So like I noted earlier, this is step 5. If you don't get the license, there's an appeal process. If you do get the license, great, time to pay $1,000. That's the one-time licensing fee, and then it's $300 a year thereafter. And 7 is your license, and that's it. So hope you guys found this information helpful. As always, you can contact me. My details are below. Hope you're enjoying these videos, and another one coming next week.
Bye.